There we go. Give it a couple minutes. $106. That's impressive, bro. That car, those Blaze RCs, I like them, man. And I'm gonna start building mine out um, with an actual system instead of that Millennium. RC Recon, what's up, my man? Yeah, that Blaze RC also, man. That stock body was a challenge. No doubt that body or that car can go 150. Oh, what's up, Joshua? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. But yeah, that body was holding that car back, man. As soon as I get it dialed in, I got a bunch of car bodies that I gotta paint up. But yeah, there's the Blaze, bro. This body it's seen better days. I don't even know why I got it sitting here, but I'm gonna be running a GT1 body on it, or a Porsche body Delta Plastics. But we'll see. I got a bunch of bodies I gotta paint up still, and I've been going through the whole fleet, redoing everything, man. Get this thing right. But first things first. So I got messages from a couple people today, and I don't know what their intentions were. Maybe their intentions were good, man. Um, but I was told that I guess Philip Jolly is running a different spool. Everybody in the RC game knows, and if you don't know, you know. I came up with the long spool. This dude Kenny Soto came along asking people like that dude Steve Couture that makes my wings or made the carbon fiber wing for my Limitless. He hit him up. He hit like 20 people up asking for the measurements of my spool. Um, and the reason is because he wanted to copy it. And if Philip's running that spool, I'm happy for him, man. I really am. Because, dude, I feel bad for that dude. He's been in the RC game longer than a lot of cats have. And his whole team done passed him up, man. I feel bad. And if he's got to run something that I created to get fast, that's what he's got to do, man. Um, and that's just being real, man. Phil, I told Phil, keep my name out your mouth, bro. I told him, and if you guys have been following me for the last year, you've noticed I haven't gone after him. I haven't gone after his team. I haven't said nothing about nipple liquor, nothing like that. But this dude, he just had to go open his mouth about me on some bullshit posts that Kenny posted up on Facebook, which is a bunch of bullshit. And I told a couple people, and they told me not to post it all over Facebook. But I'll show you guys the rest of the messages, man. And you guys will trip out if you see him. You'd be like, yeah, he got what he had coming. But yeah, if he's running my spool to be able to get faster, by all means, man, he got to catch up to his team. His whole team left him in the dust, man. I'd be embarrassed. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not the fastest on my team. Geo is, and then we got a lot of cats, you know. Grim Reaper Fireworks, he's fast. Sean Wilcox, aka Lightning Dad, fast dude. But this year, I don't know if you guys, everybody's on Facebook, but I did a dumb ass move on this car. This is my ARMA infraction. And I don't know how I did this, but I fucked up bad, man. So for the first time since building it, I took the diffs out of it to redo the diffs. Everybody knows you put million in there, 3 or 4 passes later, it's like 100,000 K. I took them out, and I don't know how I even pulled 157 with it. 45-14 in the rear, 42-15 in the front. Opposite of what a felony was supposed to have. And I don't know how they held together, man. The gear's right here. I took it out. It's still fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't get it. But I was wondering why I wasn't going faster. And that would be the case. Now that I know this, I'm going to put the felony together, which you guys will see in just a minute. See the new product. But now I'm going to send this bad boy. I got a bunch of the flow parts on here. Got a couple things I got to do. I still got to put the fans on the back, and I got to mount the rear wing. But just to show you, I think it looks good. It looks clean, man. I went with a different front bumper on it, just because I don't like the infraction front bumper. I got the brace on there. Got the battery tray. And like I said, I just got to mount the rear mount. Or the rear mount right there. And it'll be good to go. But I have my spool in there. Uh-oh, everything's falling out. It's not ready yet. But look, man. That's with the spool and everything connected. I'm telling you. These are some old HPI wheels by Gone Bananas. I just trued them down. And I got a truer, and I'm super happy that I got it. Works really good. But as you can see, car's turning out. I got my boy right now cutting some side skirts for these things. And they're going to bolt right up to the battery tray. And you shouldn't have to put like... Before it was janky, man. I had to put like these little pieces to hold the battery tray or the side trays on. I don't want that. I want it to bolt right up to here. So that way it's nice and clean. But there you go, man. That's with brand new bearings. I haven't even put flow juice all over them. I'm telling you, man. That's a flow spool. And you'll see now that I got the right damn diffs in this thing, you'll be seeing some numbers from this thing. But let me show you guys something. So, I was a little confused the other day, and I was looking around, and the fastest felony I saw was 131, I believe. And I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know so I don't jump to conclusions. But the fastest felony I saw was 131 miles per hour, and I was like, man, I did 157 with basically the same gearing, just swapped in the back and the rear. So I'm going to be putting the felony totally together. I only have it together for this video to show you guys. Just kind of threw it together, honestly, guys. So, of course, got the Steve New in there, 1515 with the internal fan, keeps everything cool. Got a Mamba 8S, Flow Pack RX, or Flow Pack Cap Pack. And then, before I show you this, I wanted to show you guys something. So, I've seen a lot of people talking about this thing. Radio Link. And I bought one. I wanted a new radio because for some reason, whenever I would hit full throttle or 3/4 throttle, my car would turn off. I thought it was the ESC. I bought brand new ESCs. I bought brand new batteries. I've tried 10 different motors. Couldn't figure it out. Started doing some research, and I guess Futaba, they have a potnol or pot inside the throttle, right? And they go out. It's basically inside your throttle, there's brushes. And every time you spin it, they rub on this metal piece, just like that. Well, they were worn out, and I didn't know if this thing was going to be any good. And these things are like dinosaurs. The FPK or 4PKS Super. They're like dinosaurs. You can't find parts for them no more. But I did find out that all the 4 series, like a PLS 4 that I robbed, have the same trigger on them. This thing's like brand new, man. I don't like the FHSS system. So, plus I got 25 receivers for that radio, man. So I was talking to my homeboy and I said, hey, check this radio out. And he was checking her out and he's like, damn. But the only thing is, Jay, is this the receiver. It has a built in gyro in it. Um, and personally, I don't like gyros. I'm the resistance, I guess. If you run one, by all means, keep running a gyro, man. I'm not dogging on you. I'm not here to make fun of anybody, to dog on anybody. You're just starting out. Uh, Run it. But I don't want it. And I guess what I'm going to have to do if I do run this radio, I'm going to have to go on there and show you in the screen that the gyro's turned off before the run. But yeah, they got built-in gyros, and these antennas are long. These things this radio claims 600 meters, which is 1,900 foot, without a range extender. Now, I was going to put a range extender on it, but my first thoughts of it, my girl asked me, hey, how do you like that new radio? I said, it's cheap. It looks cheap. It feels cheap. And like she said, it was $75 on Amazon 2 days. Amazon 2 day, I got this thing, $75 with a receiver and all this other crap. Now, one thing that blew me away, it came with all this little plug crap. I don't even know what it's for. This is for AA batteries. It's got a harness with it. And like I said, it came with one receiver. And the receivers are 2 for $30 on Amazon. One thing that tripped me out about this thing is it runs 2 to 4S LiPo. You can, instead of a life battery, you can run a LiPo. So right now the bottom's not closing all the way because I have a puffy 3600 2S RX pack. And it's not wanting to shut it all. So I'll have to order a, but man, 4S LiPo, that's got to be crazy. So I took it out and I started playing with it. You can go through the settings. Just like here. Oh, wait, you got to hold these two. Oop. Uh-oh. I'm going to mess up and get me out of English and then I'll be really screwed. Alright, so you can go down here to gyro and you can turn it off, I believe. There you go. So before every run, I guess you could just do that, then go run the thing. I did bind it already. Super easy to bind, man. If you're just getting into RC or you want a good range, and I don't know the range yet, so guys, give me till this weekend. I'm going to take it out and I'm going to really push it with a speed run car and see how far I can get it. Then I'm going to put a range extender on. But for $75, man, I was that close from buying a 7PX, $800, $700, whatever radio. That close. Which would have meant I would have had to go buy all brand new receivers because I run a fast system. Now, I got it plugged in real quick. I got the roaring top almost plugged in. If I can find the power wire. There it is. Plug that bad boy in. Now, before I do this, guys, sometimes we do stupid stuff, man. And when I say we, the guys that are making these videos, when you got your car on a bench like it is, don't rev it out like this. It could actually harm your motor. It's not good for it. So you see us and you see a lot of people doing it. Don't do it, man. It will mess up your system. I know a couple people with new motors are having problems with, two people having problems and they revved them out, 50,000 RPM on their bench. Don't do that. It's not good for it. I'm using an old 1515 that I got. So don't do that, guys. But what I want to show you right now is the new brace is on here. These things are stout, guys. Your car's not going to bend whatsoever, I promise you. 5mm thick. But it's got this piece right here. And what this piece is doing, it's holding that dog bone. That's a stock dog bone in there. The stock long length dog bone. Let me find you just so I can show it. So it's that stock long dog bone. These are Supa HD 8mm titanium. It'll also work with those, guys. And I don't know for sure if it'll work for Raz's, whatever, drive shaft, drive line, or whatever. But I wanted to eliminate all the vibration out of it, all the wobbling. If you guys know already, if you're not running my spool and you want to just, hey, I don't want to run big old spool. I don't want to spend all that much money. I'm just getting into it. Buy the brace, buy that piece, done. Run your stock system. Everybody knows these things wear out, and you'll start seeing marks on them from where they're hitting the brace. As you can see, there's no more braces front and back. They're totally gone out of the car. You don't need the brace, the red piece that goes across here. You don't need the two front and back braces anymore. It's all gone, and the car is rigid. You cannot bend it. So I'll show you guys real quick, and then I'll get you up close so you can check it out. If this thing will work, I don't know what's happening. See, it already broke on me, man. Cheap ass radio. No, I don't know why it's not coming on. Get that out of there. All right, so no wobbling whatsoever, and I'll go ahead and get you guys closer so you can check that out. Oops, put my finger on the wheel. I told you. So yeah, those will be on the website. Oh, sorry, I keep pushing buttons. Those will be on the website now. So that way, if you want to run your stock dog bones, or it also does work with my spool. Made sure of that. It does work with my spool. Also, if you guys think there's a little vibration or there's any, it'll work. Like I said, it'll work for the big titanium. This brace, I believe, is a must. Oh, for real, it lights up red. See, I didn't know that. That's, you know what? That's great, because on every car, I keep my receiver out in the open. I never put them in the receiver box. So that's a good idea, man. I appreciate that. Just show it. But yeah, I want to test it out. And honestly, man, I'm going to test it on a car that I don't mind if something, well, I do mind, but if something happens to the car, I'm not going to mind that much, you know. I don't fully trust it yet, but I'll get out there and see, man. For 75 bucks with the receiver, you can't go bad, honestly. Even if you only got 1,900 feet. Speaking of 1,900 feet, this weekend I'm going to my old road. It's only 1,700 feet long. I keep hearing excuses from the dude Phil that the reason he's not going as fast as the people is because his road's only 2,000 feet. Well, I used to run on 1,700 feet, and I was pulling 150s, 160s all day long. I'll be doing that again just to prove a point. Told him keep my name out of his mouth. Also, guys were asking me about the 5-pack with the voltage reader. Got it. Still the smallest pack in the game, guarantee you. Let me unplug this one and see if I can just shove it in there for right now. See if maybe it'll fire up. There it goes. Yeah. Turn off the light so you can see it. There it is. Showing 12.4 volts right now. That way, if you want to know your voltage after a run, I hope I like it, guys. I honestly do, man. For 75 bucks, it's cool. Even the homie Gio was talking about getting one, or trying it. He'd like to try it out. It's got a lot of good features to it. But yeah, hopefully it all works, man. We'll see. Go out there and test it, and then I'm gonna stick a range extender on it just like this. Hopefully it'll accept it. I was looking around today. I didn't see any videos. So if anybody out there has one and you want to make a video, that might be a good video, man, on how to put a range extender on it. I don't even know if they'll unplug to let you put a range extender on it. So I see some people don't want to know the whole story of all this beef. So just a real quick rundown. Me and Phil used to be cool, man. Phil actually got kicked out of the RC100 group, and he started going after different people in there, and I didn't like it. So I kind of went at Phil, was like, man, don't be like that. Don't be a bitch, and you know. I think maybe he got kicked out, or he left, or he threatened somebody or something. I don't know. But he started getting at it, and at the time I was friends with Michael B. Hanna, who was Evil Empire Cat Packs. And he started going heavy at Michael Bahana and Brian Smith and all them guys. And I jumped in the middle and started kind of going at Phil. And then I I was working at a place where we had a huge junkyard full of stuff, and there was tons of laptops and computers. And Phil hit me up, hey man, send me some of the computer parts. I like to mess around with them. I said, all right, cool. Well, I started finding capacitors out there and started making my own packs. And I was like, man, check this out, guys. Check out my data. My data is super low and my ripple's good. Blah blah blah. As soon as that happened, man, it's like I got wrote off, bro. He wanted nothing to do with me no more. I was a piece of shit in his book, you know. And then I started making cat packs for myself. I never went into business or never started making cat packs to go into business ever. Then I started buying capacitors from different places and doing my research. Found out that eBay, 90% of all eBay capacitors are old stock. Capacitors have a age limit on them. 2 years, they drop 50%. So say it's a 1,000 UF microfarad. After 2 years, it's only 500 microfarad. And if it's been sitting there 5 years, 75%. So I started looking around. I started finding manufacturers. Man, I'm not lying to you guys. I got a box 18 inches tall by 24 inches wide full of capacitors that I was buying that weren't working. Finally, I got a hold of a manufacturer here in the States. And that's when the 5-pack was born. And I started selling to just homies, you know, hooking up homies at first. And then people were like, man, I need one. Look at the ripple. Now that Mamba Monster XLX2 makes any cat pack look good, man. It really does. It'll make any cat pack. But if you go back to the XLX days, 4.69, 4.25, that's way too high of ripple. That's over 10%. That's like 15%. Mine was still running 1.2. Then Philip came at me, and my mom had just passed away, and he made a little smart-ass comment. And from there, been at each other's throats, man. I can't, you know, a lot of people got mad at me for going after Kenny. And if you would have seen the messages he was sending me, you wouldn't have got mad at all. But I was told by some homies that just to leave it alone. So as for right now, I'm going to leave it alone. Another thing, man. Recently, some dude hit me up. Hey, Jay, can I get a battery tray, but could you not put the Flowpack logo on it? And I said, nah, sorry, bro. Comes from Flowpack. It's going to have the logo on it. Why are you worried about it? He said, well, I was told by Orky, and Philip Jolly that if I ran Flowpacks, they'd kick me out of their group, their Facebook group. Now, that's some bullshit, man. There's guys in my group that are running Ripple Killer. They're running Kill Mode. I think Tony Ingles was running Kill Mode for a long time. Good dude. I like the dude. I have no problems with him. I had no beef with him. But I'm not going to tell someone if you're running it, you can't be in my group. That's some bullshit. And for the guy who said it, like I told him, bro, well, you be a good little bitch and you listen to your master, and you go ahead and, you know, go somewhere else, bro, because that's the way it's coming, man. And if you're scared of them booting you out of a group, then you need to get on with your bad self, bro. I think that's some bullshit. But whatever, man. And it's that dude Orkan, and man, Philip better hope his daddy never finds out he's talking to that Taliban motherfucker, man. Anyways, let me get off this shit. So, guys, man, you wouldn't believe how happy I was when I got that manufacturer now. To be able to send parts to somebody to get made, man, it's like, man, I don't know. I'm super stoked about it. I never thought it would happen. I got some killer shit coming. And when I'm talking killer, man, I'm talking stuff that nobody's ever done before. I got the fastest, what I consider one of the fastest guys in the world in my corner, Joe Boria Racing. And he bounces off ideas off me. I bounce ideas off him. And we come up with stuff, man. I think what's coming is going to be absolute game changer. No doubt about it. 100%. I guarantee you the big dogs, James and everybody's going to be wanting it. Guarantee you. But till that day comes, I'll keep quiet on that. So, also I've been building, I told you I was going through the whole fleet, man. The whole fleet's going to get redone. Got the Typhon too, man. Got the sweet BSRs, old school stuff right there. course, big shout out to the homie Saga. There it is, my spool in there. Ready to go. This thing's gonna be you'll see this year. No hold bar this year, man. I'm going big on it. One cool thing I wanted to do for everybody. Traxxas Slash 4x4. And if you guys want to know the truth behind last year's numbers, only the homies know this. So, last year, I said, I didn't go out there trying to get the fastest number in the world. I told the homies, look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build my cars, and everybody that's fucked with me, I'm going to go fuck up their record. That's what I did. Philip was known for the longest time as the king of the slash. Hunter, he did just hit 170, I think it was. Just hit it. But he was at like 168. He did one pass, never made another pass on it. So I had to go out there and fuck it up. 177. Ben Babaviv from Kimbo Road in Maryland had 171 or 172. I can't remember. He was fucking with me too. Had to go fuck up his number with the slash. Some dude was fucking with me on the Armor Typhon. He had the Armor Typhon record for a long time. Kept fucking with me. Guess what? I took that fucking record too. Fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck up your record. That's the way it goes. That was last year's plan. This year's plan is to just bust numbers. I don't care what car it is. I'm getting them all ready, and I'm gonna go out there and bust heads this year. Watch. But yeah, I'm gonna build this Traxxas Slash 4x4 for you guys. If you guys have one, man, check out how I build it. I do things a little different. One thing that I do love is the X01. If you don't have one of these, you need to get one. This is by far the best mount for the Slash. I was the first one to have the EMP mount to test it out for EMP. And it's a gorgeous, good-looking mount, but it don't work. There's something wrong with the geometry on it. Every time I would run that thing, the spool holder, whatever it is, would jack up on me. Couldn't get numbers with it. Every time I ran it, I got in a crash. So I checked out videos. The downhill thing. So that's Philip Jolly. Philip Jolly runs downhill. If you go to, this is another reason that me and Phil really got into it. So RASA allowed, which is the National Speedrun Association thing, allowed Phil to be a part of RASA. On RASA's actual website, underneath the rules, it says you're not allowed to run downhill. The grade must be less than 3%, which 3%, guys, that's like nothing, right? That's hardly anything. So here, let me show you real quick, actually. Get this wheel thing. That's 90, right? That's 3%. You can't even really tell. So I went and looked at his videos when he applied for RASA, and you guys could do this too, man. Go look up Philip Jolly and type in Philip Jolly RASA. On his road, the mailbox is way up here, and he's way down here. The dude that he was running with at the time sent me the GPS coordinates to that road, and I plastered it all over Facebook, man. I plastered it everywhere all over Facebook. And it's huge. The drop is tremendous. I couldn't believe it. So I went and hit up Stuart, who was Ripple Killer, who I think originated Ripple Killer. I don't know. I hit him up. I was like, man, how do you allow that in there? You know, that's a huge drop. That's like, man, you guys go watch the video and you tell me what you think, honestly. Watch it. Don't take my word for it. Watch it. He's going through traps with this dude named Davy Jones or something like that. Davy something. He's going through traps with him, and that road is a straight up ski slope. So His new road that he runs on is the same exact thing. It's just the camera angle. If you look at it, I think about a year ago he crashed. And if you go watch that video where he looks up the road, it's a huge drop, man. Look, it's not going to make you super fast to go down a hill. But momentum, guys. If you take a ball and you put it on a flat surface, it's not going to go anywhere. But if you put it on a slope, it starts rolling. The momentum is what helps you. You get that 12-pound car, 15-pound car, has the momentum of the road. It's easier on your ESC. It's easier on your batteries. You don't have as much load. It's just so much easier, guys. That's why I say downhill fill all the time. And guys know it, man. A lot of the old school guys in this game know that. Rasa let him in there because he was part of Ripple Killer. The guy who runs Ripple Killer runs Rasa now. So they let him in. There was a lot of people, like 50 people last year, crying about it. Man, that's not right. Why is he allowed in there? Blah, blah, blah. And we all got told to shut up. And we would never be allowed to run under Rasa. That's why I have traps. I have brand new traps in a box right here. I don't run them because there's no use. I'll never be a part of Rasa because I called somebody out on their rules. Now, if he would have went there and changed the rules and said, look, man, we'll let you run down any road, anytime, run it, then, I would have shut my mouth. But when you got the owner of Ripple Killer letting his sponsored guy, who now I think took over Ripple Killer, run down a slope so that way he can get put on there and it helps their business to sell, that's not cool. That's not cool with me at all. All these guys nowadays, man, they all forget about that. You know who I first heard about it from? I'm name dropping right now. I don't even care. Kill Mode. Leo. Leo made a video like 4 years ago. Him and Phil got into it and he was like, look, bro. He didn't even say Phil. He goes, look, man, you keep fucking with me, you keep messing with me, I'm going to drop your name and I'm going to tell everybody about your road, blah, blah, blah. So I asked people and they were like, yeah, he's talking about Phil. And I was like, what? So I went back and watched the videos myself and was like, damn, he's right. Dude runs down a damn slope. And he still ain't busted no crazy numbers. That's what trips me out. His whole team done ran through him, man. Honestly, that dude's been in the hobby 15, 16, 18 years or something like that, speedrunning. And I give it to him for staying in this hobby for that long. But, man, it's just, you're going down a slope, that's not cool. I don't agree with that at all. I've gone after a couple people for that same exact reason. And I got hated on by a ton of people. That's where all the hate started, because I started going after people. Kimbo Road. Y'all running down a slope. No, we're not. They sent me the GPS coordinates. Look, their road is a U. It starts down and then it goes up. Right? Still getting that momentum. The uphill from what Tim Smith, a lot of people don't know who Tim Smith is in the speed scene. Dude was a force back in the day, dude. He says he's hit 198. I haven't seen the video personally, but I know he was like 178, 180s back in the day. Nick Case times. And he was like, bro, a U is the best way to run because then your rotor knows where it's at on the uphill. So he goes, that's the best way. I don't know for sure. I'm just going off what he said. But yeah, I'm not cool with that, man. Look, it's hard to find a road. I'd say that's 90% of speedrunning is finding the right road. It's very hard. Me, I got to drive an hour away. Yeah, Earl, look, my old road was flat, but it had a crown in the middle. Out here, you know what's crazy is Joe Borra Racing told me that he had to drive 45 minutes for a road, and I was like, I'll never do that. That's stupid. I moved out to Las Vegas. Man, there's so many people here. There ain't no roads. I got to drive 50 minutes outside of town and hope to God they're not doing construction out there or rock trucks, nonstop rock trucks going through this road. Gotta hope to God that they don't do that day, or I just made a 2-hour trip for nothing. It's hard to find a road, man. That's 90% of it is finding a road. And not all roads are going to be perfect. But, man, if you have a little slope, it is what it is. If it's got a little U in it, if Kimbo, that's the only road they have, then by all means, man, run on that road. Run on it. But to be allowed into Rasa on that road, that's a different thing. Rasa to me was always like, man, that's the top dogs on there. They go through traps. Um, Earl, I would love to come run with you, bro. I really would. I would love it, man. I'd love for you to bring your cars. We can get out there and run them. I'd love it, bro. But yeah, Rasa was always like the top dogs to me, man. That was the who's who of speed running. And then when they started letting in guys going downhill and stuff, I was like, man, it's like a publicity stunt to get their product out in everybody's hands. And I get it. It's smart, man. That's why so many guys now. Look, let me tell you guys something. There's a reason why none of those fast guys are running a cat pack on their XLX2s right now. There's a reason James McCoy's not popping his hood with a Ripple Killer on there. Raz kind of had it right when he said they don't need a cat pack. In the sense that a couple years ago, maybe a year and a half ago, guys were confused in this RC game. They said there was all these companies, EMP and a 50,000 UF microfarads, 30,000 microfarads, 20,000 microfarads, and everybody was hitting me up. Jason, I need the biggest pack you got with the most UF you got. And I was like, why? That don't make sense. There's so much more to a capacitor. The main thing I was looking for when I came to a capacitor is how fast this thing will charge and dump its load. Boom, that's it. I didn't care, and guess what? I had the lowest ripple out of any cat pack. I put flow packs against anybody back in the day, and no one could beat it. There was guys like Reggie, Ski, I don't know how to say even his last name, but he went and bought every cat pack there was, and he tested them all to find out what he wanted to run on his car. He ran flow pack, and he was honest. He was like, look, it's giving me the best results. There's a reason that they're not pulling good numbers with these other cat packs. And it has to do with the charge and recharge and the UF rating. So when you plug your LiPo battery into this, I've been saying it for years. All you want your ESC to do is power that damn motor. That's it. That's all you want it to do. You don't want it to power fans. You don't want it to power anything else. Let me pop this back up there. All you want it to do is power that motor. That's it. We can run fans off voltage regulators, 3S lipos, whatever it be. The BEC, that's why I don't turn my BEC up. A lot of guys are running them at like 7.4, 8 volts. I don't want that. I don't want this ESC overworking. I want it worrying about that motor. That's it. So when you put a cat pack with a ton of UF in it, that's humongous. Let me grab one real quick so you guys can see. These things are like 40,000 UF. This is robbing power from the battery. It's literally stealing power from the battery. And that's why all these guys that are hitting 190s aren't running their branded cat packs. Because this is robbing power. People are saying, I've seen a couple people and I've talked to a couple people, I can't run a cat pack, bro. Every time I do, I lose money, or I lose mile per hour, and I'm losing voltage, and my voltage sag is so high, and stuff like that. And I'm not dogging on anti-ripple or anything like that. I'm just showing you the difference here. Huge difference in size. And it don't have to do with the UF 100%. It has to do with recharge and dumping it. If it's going to soak up a bunch of freaking power to power these things up, it's stealing from your battery. And that's why all the big guys right now that are hitting 190 and stuff aren't running cat packs. Because they've noticed it. The power is being stolen from their XLX. It's being robbed. So you need something that charges, dumps, instead of slowly charging as you're going through the run, dumping its power, slowly charging, because when it's slowly charging, it's slowly pulling power out of here. If that makes sense. That's the reason, like James McCoy, he'll pop his hood, but he's not showing you his ESC. Tony Eagles ain't showing you his ESC because they're not running cat packs. That's why. They're having problems with them. And I was the first one If you guys remember, I was the first one to touch 170 with this thing. If you look at the video, I was running a cat pack. This year, I will be running a cat pack on every single car. And you'll see, there's a big difference, guys. You got to be able to, what's up, Chicago? Yeah, man, I'm glad all you guys are in here, man. I like seeing you guys. But yeah, there's a reason, man, and that's what I've come up with. I did some testing this weekend. I was talking to Joe Board Racing, and I sent a car up and down the street with several different packs. I don't go out of my way. Everyone will be like, yeah, right. I don't go out of my way to buy anybody's packs. But when I go on Facebook or wherever and someone's got an XLX for sale, and it's got a ripple killer on it, it's got a kill mode on it, it's got an anti-ripple, I buy the whole combo. I don't say, hey, just keep the cat back, because I could always sell the cat back later, right? So that's how I've ended up with all these brands. I tried a bunch of them this weekend, and that's what I came up with. My voltage sag was actually higher with these other packs. Not trying to sell you, man. If you want, run it without a cat pack. Don't even worry about flow packs. I'm not trying to sell anybody right now or feed you guys bullshit. Try it without a cat pack. And then if your ripple's a little high, then put a cat pack or a flow pack on there and you'll see. But I'm not trying to sell nobody on not to buy anybody else's cat pack. Just run it without it. Trust me. Just trust me. You'll see. Go out and run. Do like I do right here with the 8mm bullets, right? Go out there, plug your cat pack in there, make a run down the street, come back, charge your batteries, pull it off, and go out and run it. And you'll see. I'm not lying to you guys. I'm being 100% on it. Thank you, Earl. I appreciate that, bro. And you know what? You're one of the inspirations for this brace, and I appreciate you, bro. I was watching your video where you give a shout out to flow packs, and you were talking about the braces and rubbing and all that stuff and all the flex. This car, bro, I shit you not. Watch this. Hold on real quick. Try to get these 8mm not to touch. Let me just move this to the side. Let me get a... Here's my Type on that's all torn apart, stripped. Now, imagine no braces. No braces front, no braces back, no top brace. Everybody knows this. This car will bend and fold like a taco, man. It's ridiculous. Bam. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I wanted to put like 10-pound weights on each side. I'm going to turn this thing sideways so there's more of a fulcrum in it. Watch this. It will not bend, guys. Like I said, I wanted to put 10-pound weights on each side. I should probably do that next video so that way you're not like, yeah, you're not really pushing, Jason. Promise you, you get this and you put this on, you'll be like, damn, he was right. And then this rear piece right here, it just helps things out, man. It really does. This brace, it turned out to be good. And all my cars, my Mugans, everything, I like a rigid chassis. I like that brace in there. I have a carbon fiber brace on just about every car except for the Slash. And the reason I don't on the Slash, you cannot get more rigid than that. All these things aren't in here for looks. You can't bend this chassis, guys. With the sides the way they are, all this crap, the honeycomb in there, you don't need rigidity. It's got enough in it. It's built into the plastic chassis. But, yeah, man. So, I have that TC4. That Team Associated TC4. And this is what I want to do. I was thinking about it. I know the body's ugly, man, but it's a little TC4. I was going to have this the budget build. So, what we're going to do is, everybody that's purchased off flowpacks.com, flowpackrc.com, we're going to take your names, we're going to put it into a hat. First prize, we'll get this. I know it's not much, man, but I don't have 1 million subscribers. I don't make revenue off YouTube. I'm not in it to do that, man. I'm just trying to thin out my collection, and if I can help somebody with a car, then by all means. And I don't care if you just bought a flow juice, if you bought 15 spools from me, 5 braces, everybody's name's going in the hat for that. And then also for the YouTube guys, and like I said, guys, I'm sorry, man. I know it's not a lot. I wish I can give you the world, man. I do. But little armor raider. This thing I bought, I've used it one time. Out front, it's got the stock brushless system, or brush system in it. I'm gonna give that to one of my subscribers, just as a thank you, man. Take it out, give it to your kids, beat it up, give it to a neighborhood kid, whatever. But like I said, I wish I could do more for you guys, but that's what I'm gonna do. As for right now, I got an RX pack. Where is that thing? Man. Oh. Here's an RX pack, all right? It's a South Case RX pack. And if you guys were watching from the beginning, I talked about how many meters this thing goes. If you write down the answer right now, I'll send this thing to you. Yeah, Earl, you're absolutely right. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention, but yes, any flex will cause wobbles at high speeds. Absolutely, man. It absolutely will. So, BCA 3451. Shoot me over in the comments your email address, and I'll get it out to you, my dude. Chicago town. Tell you what, bro. I got you, man. I'll get you one out too. Send me your email. I'll take care of you guys. Yeah, it was 600 meters, 1,900 feet. But I'll take care of you guys, man. Thank you for subscribing to me. Thank you for coming on to this live. And like I said, all the Flow Pack guys and all the subscribers, probably next video, I'll be doing this. This one I'm going to wait till the end of the month. We'll pull all the names out of the hats. Man, it's been overwhelming on Flow Pack RC. Those braces, I had like 54 of them made. Within 2 days, they were gone. So I had to hurry up and go get some more carbon fiber. Paid up the ass for it. Because you know how it is in one of them emergency situations. Paid up the ass for it and had to get another 25 out. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys. Phil, I'm glad you're running the flow spool now, man. It'll help you. For sure. Guys, thank you guys again. Stay tuned. We'll build that slash together. You know, I'm not on that Earl's level of building. Like, he's got it down with the camera and all the angles and the way he does it. I'm not good at editing. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. So I'll do the best I can. Maybe you can help me out with it. So thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Thank all you guys, man. Happy Jack. You said 1,900 feet, bro. I said how many meters? That's why everybody was putting 600, my dude. Yeah, man. Thank you guys. You guys stay safe. Take care of you and your families. We're in crazy times right now, man. I don't know how many of you guys got that jab thing. A lot of people are worried about that. A lot of people are worried about their jobs, man. But you know what? Worry about your family, bro. That's your number one thing. Worry about your family. Then worry about the RCs. All right, guys. God bless you, man. We'll do this again. Thank you for all checking me out tonight. Really appreciate you. Good shooting the shit with you guys. I'm out, man. Peace.